Hey friends, welcome to Saturday. Welcome to another Mike Talk. Here at Song and Sword, we proclaim Jesus with a song of grace and sword of truth. Hope you got some coffee going this morning. I hope you're ready for a great day in the Lord. And I hope you're getting your heart ready for tomorrow, which is the Lord's Day, Church Day, when we all go to church. And if you're a follower of Jesus Christ, let me encourage you, go to church tomorrow. If you can at all make it, no matter where you are in Central Illinois, try to be here at 9 or 10:30 tomorrow at 401 East Jefferson Street. We want to be with you and fellowship with you. I need to see you. And I got a great sermon from the book of Daniel tomorrow as we continue, or actually wrap up the Major Prophet series called What's Your Major? Don't miss that. Invite a friend. You will not be disappointed. Also, if you can't make it, if you're from another state or another country, which many of you are, then I encourage you just to listen on this YouTube channel tomorrow to the sermon about Daniel. It's going to be a great time in the Word of God. Text prayer to that number on the screen. We want to pray for you. And would you pray with us today at 1:49? Hey, I want to show you some cool stuff. People give me gifts from time to time. That's one of the cool privileges of being a pastor. I got this from my guy Ernst. Jesus is coming back. Look busy, which is a great encouragement. And then somebody sent me this in the mail. It's anonymous at this point, but it says this. It says, need an ark? I know a guy. You know, it can't get better dad joke than that, right? You need an ark? I know a guy. Anyway, these are kind of some of the things that I get from time to time, and I'm grateful that you express your love for me in that way. Let me go to Ezekiel, the very end of the book, Ezekiel 48. And I'm going to read some stuff that has some dimensions of the temple and measurements of Jerusalem. But about chapter 40, Ezekiel starts talking about what's going to happen after the exile. And he points to a day when they're going to come back and they're going to measure off the city and they're going to reassign all the inheritance of the people of God. And this is after the exile, somewhere around 536 BC. But I want you to see this, what this new city, this new Jerusalem, and I want you to hear that. It's going to be a new Jerusalem and a new inheritance. And take that with us into this verse 40, the very end of the book of Ezekiel, Ezekiel 48:30. These are the exits of the city. On the north side, which measures 1.5 miles, there will be 3 gates facing north, the gate of the city being named for the tribes of Israel, 1 gate for Reuben, 1 gate of Judah, and 1 gate of Levi. On the east side, which is 1.5 miles, there will be 3 gates, 1 the gate of Joseph, 1 the gate of Benjamin, 1 the gate of Dan. On the south side, which measures 1.5 miles, there will be 3 gates, 1 the gate of Simeon, 1 the gate of Issachar, 1 the gate of Zebulun. On the west side, which is 1.5 miles, there will be 3 gates, 1 the gate of Gad, 1 the gate of Asher, 1 the gate of Naphtali. The perimeter of the city will be 6 miles, and the name of the city from that day on will be The Lord is There. That's going to be the name of the city. The Lord is there. And that's the literal translation of the Hebrew. It's going to be called The Lord is There. Now, we're talking about inheritance, and all through the Old Testament people of God, the covenant depended and looked forward to inheritance. Remember, they wandered around for a long time before they got to the promised land of Abraham. And then they got the promised land, and then they went into exile. And the Lord's saying, people of God, I've still got an inheritance for you. Now, remember that term New Jerusalem, or the new city here, it's talking probably about the exiles coming back and being rebuilt under Zerubbabel. But also, and more importantly, it's talking about a future. When we get to the New Testament, and the people of God, the Israelites, the Hebrews, no longer have a nation. They no longer have a temple. Or they have a temple, and then it's destroyed in 70 AD. But beyond this temple, this new temple, the second temple that's going to be built, and the people of God coming back to Jerusalem and inhabiting it, all the stuff we read about in Ezra and Nehemiah. Beyond that, there is a new Jerusalem. There is a new inheritance for the people of God. Guys, we still, even though we're not the Old Testament people of God, as I've said, I believe the church is the Israel of God, and we still look to an inheritance. This day, and this Saturday, as we get our hearts ready to go into the house of the Lord, there is still a new Jerusalem. There is still an inheritance. Will it be the literal dimensions described here in the last 8 chapters of Ezekiel? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is there's a God who wants to call his people home to be with him. Don't get distracted by the jewels and the gold in the description, this sounds like the most amazing city in the world, but here's the most important thing. The Lord is there. That's what God has always wanted and always desired. And through the work of Jesus Christ on the cross, he's made it so that we can be in his presence. There's an inheritance waiting for you through Jesus Christ. It's eternity. It is beauty. It's all the things we can imagine that heaven might be. But the most important thing is the name of the city given here in Ezekiel almost 2,500 years ago. The Lord is there. I want to be in the presence of the Lord. And you can get a taste of that tomorrow if you come worship with us. God bless you guys. See you soon.